Hi, baby dolls. Quick word on CLIP Finance. The IDO is currently live. Now, it says it's going to run for a month. We don't know how long it's going to run for, but I'm just leaving it up for a while. I don't know when we're going to take it down. I want you to know something as well. The website says you get one CLIP, but the base price of CLIP is not $1. They put it at $1.38. So, effectively, we get 0.61 actual CLIP tokens, but that doesn't really matter. So you're going to see a lot of these like mumbo jumbo. Who cares? Market cap's 13.8 million. Sweet. So if you see the market cap display on coin market cap like 138 million, you know you're up 10x. That's basically it. Another thing as well, you can't get a worse price than what it is now. So this is not like, and this is not sacrifice phases or any unlimited things where everyone's open season. This is not airdrop farming, unlimited pools. It's limited. That's it. And you're probably wondering, wow, if it's so limited, why isn't it filled up yet? Welcome to being early. When you're early, friends, everyone thinks you're crazy. No one wants it. These things go exponential. I was here in 2020, man. I saw it. Friends, I saw it. I was buying the tops of coins where they did the ICOs in 2020 Bitcoin halving year, which is where we are now. I was buying them in 2021 thinking it's cheap. So I remember like Dildo Finance. So there's all these other ones. I'm not joking. They'd launch at like $1.50. They'd go down to 40 cents. And I think I'm getting the deal of a century. Like, wow, it's $1.50 and 40 cents, right? Because I never bought the tops. Little did I know, ICOs at 5 cents. Okay. This is ICOs and launchpads were getting at 5 cents. So they're dumping every unlock. They don't care that it's down to 50 cents. People just dumping. See? They're still up 10x. And then these things obviously did the Burj Khalifa freaking downwards only. So they will go back and speak to people. Like, how did you know? A lot of people said, we had no idea this thing was even going to work. The friends, there are so many stories I read of people were talking to me saying, they're like, oh yeah, they tried to raise $1 million. They only got $120,000, and then they just had to close it out of embarrassment in 2020, and they did nothing. And then they waited. Bitcoin breaks 20K. They do a public launch. It fills in 2 seconds, but because it's public, friends, the people who got in, they're not doing the raise at the same market cap. No. Okay, so if this happened, it's not going to happen to us, but if it happened, you never know. Our market cap's 13.8 million. Okay, let's say it doesn't fill. Let's say that the CLIP Finance says, you know what, we're going to keep building in the background. You guys get your coins, right? You still have a share of the coins. We'll wait. And then they launch it in a year from now. Well, they're not going to do the raise at market cap 13.8 million. They're probably going to do it at like 80 million. That's the public launch. And then they're going to actually open it higher. And those people don't get the prices. Don't get the tokens, the public launch stuff at the start too. So just giving you an example. Remember, ours is milestone unlock. So that's what you get to see. That's everything happens in a bull market. And guess what? It pop up like 3x from that. So you started with 13.8 million. The next raise is like at 80 million market cap. And then it pops up 3x in the bull market. It's now 260 million. You know what that number is? You're up 20x. And you're dumping every unlock. Now, remember, it's a tongue-in-cheek there because it's a milestone unlock. You don't just get the coin just for holding the amount of time here. But I'm just showing you this is what happened in every single coin back then. Remember, all these coins started off, nothing could fill. Nothing could fill. Now, we're probably going to see more people coming with us as pulse chains, launch pads start to appear, paid launch pads. People starting to do launch pads. But friends, please be careful with launch pads, man. There's 50. I have no idea. All I know is paid is top tier and it's super competitive. And Ivan talks about Seedify. I don't know about all the others. I don't. It's just, but you have to try. You have to try. Okay, so I'm not telling you what to do. Like, you can keep participating in the public ones for paid. If you want to go look at the others, you can. Right? But just telling you now that it's super competitive because everyone knows, everyone's learning, friends. The market is learning. They got to be early. Okay, you have to be early. If you're not early, you're late and you're wrecked. All right, so you know exactly what to do now. Keep it on the side. Don't worry about them. Don't go too hard. If you're looking at them too much, in terms of like you shouldn't be looking at them too much at all. Okay, they literally throw it in. You're like, no, if you go 20x, I'm excited. If you don't do anything, I'm not excited. That's literally what you have to do because I promise you now, the ones that you think are going to go, they're not going to go. All right, because the ones that you think are going to go, like me, have a good team. The team, they are able to sell themselves to the VCs and other scum at higher valuations. So we don't get as good of a price as we think we have. Do you understand? They're the one. That's why on average, the things that you think are going to go, don't go, right? And the ones that you have like no faith in, you're like, well, basically everyone's like written them off. Because sometimes there's like these devs in these teams, they can't communicate well. For example, think about me. I was basically traded my whole life. I understand active liquidity management. I understand Uniswap V2. Me, I could figure this out in 2 seconds, right? And I know, okay, well, AI, liquidity-driven management. All right, people like the word AI, buzzword. You need a solution for this. People want to earn more yield. You do give them more yield. Yeah, it's centralized, decentralized hedge funds. I remember how Yearn basically screwed everything up because they stopped trying. They made billions of dollars from 2020. See, I can put that story together. Well, the team didn't tell me that. Okay, the team didn't tell me anything. They just told me what they do. I put the story together. You got to think about like all these other teams out there speaking to all these other people. Like how are they going to put all the stories together? What's deep in, friends? Decentralized penis, right? Oh, using physical infrastructure for the... Who cares, bro? Who cares? You know what you're here for. So it's a wild game and we are in the warm-up alt season. So I think I've got to change that terminology. People got really spooked. But man, look, I don't know, man. I don't want to tell everyone it's the warm-up alt season and then freaking inverted yield curve sends stocks into a freaking 3-year bear market. I don't know, man. I have no idea. I'm not going to say I know. It's just, okay, magical 4-year cycle. Okay, but if everything repeats as it is right now, this is warm-up alt season. This is actually, like, remember I said, it's time to get in your core altcoins. Obviously, you know, we're running out of time everywhere. Now, this is literally that final ones. This is cycle 1 coins. The new projects, they're coming to do the raises. This is where they actually come in, man. You got to get in now. If you don't get in now, it's going to be game over. Why? Because you're going to be paying up too high valuations and then the market can't sustain it. That's it. There's just too much greed out there. Retailers want to participate. Get me in, get me in. If you notice right now, I've seen a lot of people will still say scammer, grifter, or you're trying to make your own coin later on. You're manipulating everyone. I see all this stuff, and it makes me very bullish because that is telling me we're early because these people, they think it's a scam now. But eventually the results might be good enough to get them to capitulate. Okay, they start capitulating. Now, they don't come out and tell you, I now capitulate into launch pads and new cycle coins. They don't say that. You might catch a few of them participating in stuff. They might like, yeah, I participated in this. I'm like, wait a minute, you said it was a scam a year ago, okay? What gets them over the edge, though? It's not this year. This is warm-up alt season. What actually gets them over the edge to do it is when they see every single other person around them having fun and they're in their core coins and are moving. 22% of coins will touch their all-time high or break it. That's the stat from last cycle, okay? 22%, 1 in 5, which means 4 out of 5 people are going to be sitting there twiddling their thumbs, wondering why. Like, wait a minute, man. How is Bitcoin 65K and I'm not even breaking the all-time high yet? That's what everyone's going to be thinking. So they're just going to start rushing. Now, on average, what do they rush to? They rush to cycle 1 coins and cycle 1 narratives, okay? Launch pads get you cycle 1 coins. They do. They don't always get you a cycle 1 narrative. So for example, yes, active liquidity management with CLIP Finance that I've provided here for you as nice juicy value potential, okay? That is, sure, active liquidity management has never been narrative before, but it's part of DeFi. DeFi was the real cycle 1. So this is almost like an enhanced version of that, but you still get good returns because it's a cycle 1 coin from that. Buying Yearn, which is YFI ticker, from last cycle is probably going to be trash. You're buying a cycle 2 coin from a cycle 2 narrative. I don't want to touch that. I'd rather buy a cycle 1 coin and look what it is, friends. Yearn's at 350 million valuation. If it does a 5x, it's already at 1.5 billion. Okay. So if CLIP we get in as 13.8 million here, so that's still juicy, right? A 20x still gets you to 250 million. Okay. And they already have a working product. It's already earning 30%, right? 33% on USDT stablecoin yield. Isn't that wonderful? Now, you think stablecoins suck. Don't fornicate with stablecoins pre-euphoria. Of course, it's for you and me, man. But there's traditional finance, hedge funds, and boomer guys. They want to come in. They want to slap in like 100K and then their lifestyle yield. They want to do that, okay? They're all coming to Ethereum for that. Okay, so there's plenty of opportunity around here, but it is a game of capital allocation. That's it. You have limited time, limited resources, and I'm telling you now, on average, if we have this simple approach of just get in early with a lottery ticket, I can't promise you anything, but high chances it just takes care of itself. Because that's what happened every single cycle, right? You throw them around and you just let them go, okay? Now, you might say, well, let them go until where? I don't know. But the big alt season that traditionally comes after Bitcoin breaks the all-time high, that's what we're waiting for. That's why this is warm-up. When is Bitcoin scheduled to break the all-time high? End of this year, okay? End of this year. But alts rally 2 months after that, on average. Okay, because last time, because it takes a while for Bitcoin to start distributing. So it goes up and it shocks the world for like 2 months and starts distributing. Almost like what happened now. Remember, Bitcoin started moving like October and November. And then, Solana had its season. Like as it starts distributing and slowing down, Solana starts going up in December, now January, February, okay? So that would mean like December this year. But like every step along the way, it's going to be crashes and dips. And I just promise you, man, everybody's guessing, friends. Everyone's guessing. No one actually really knows anything. You got an inverted freaking yield curve. You have stock market at the end of a 14.8-year run. You have a US election coming up. We'll see where it takes us, okay? I'm just going to keep participating in these, and we'll see where it goes from here. Catch you soon.